After the miracle of feeding 5,000 people with only 5 loaves and 2 fish, Jesus sent his disciples across the Sea of Galilee in a boat. He himself went up to the mountain to pray, seeking fellowship with his Father in heaven. Night fell, and the disciples were already far from land. The winds grew strong, and the waves began to pound against the boat, tossing it back and forth. The disciples rowed with all their strength, but the storm raged on. The sea was dark, the wind howled, and fear filled their hearts. Every wave that struck their boat seemed stronger than the last. They were weary, confused, and uncertain if they would make it to the other side. Alone on the stormy waters, they felt helpless in the face of nature's power. Then, in the fourth watch of the night, between 3 and 6 in the morning, something remarkable took place. Out of the darkness, they saw a figure approaching, walking on the water as if the sea was solid ground. The disciples were terrified. In their fear, they thought it was a ghost, and they cried out in panic. But then a voice broke through the storm, calm and powerful. "Take courage, it is I, do not be afraid." At that moment, hope sparked within them. They realized it was the Lord himself. Peter, always bold and quick to act, called out, "Lord, if it is truly you, command me to come to you on the water." Jesus answered with one simple word, "Come." With faith burning in his heart, Peter stepped out of the boat and onto the sea. To the amazement of all, he began to walk on the water toward Jesus. For those first few steps, Peter's faith carried him above the storm. The impossible became possible as long as his eyes were fixed on the Lord. But then, the wind howled louder and the waves rose higher around him. His attention shifted from Jesus to the storm. Fear replaced faith, and in that moment of doubt, Peter began to sink beneath the waves. Desperate, he cried out, "Lord, save me!" And immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. Lifting Peter from the water, he said, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" Together they walked back to the boat. The disciples watched in awe as their master not only rescued Peter, but showed power even over the stormy sea. As soon as Jesus and Peter climbed into the boat, the wind ceased. The storm that had threatened to destroy them instantly grew calm. The sea became like glass, and peace filled the air. The disciples were left speechless at what they had witnessed. They bowed down before him, worshiping and declaring, "Truly, you are the Son of God." This story is more than a miracle of power. It is a lesson of faith. Life is full of storms, moments when fear and uncertainty surround us. Like Peter, we may falter when our eyes shift from Jesus to the troubles around us. But when we cry out, "Lord, save me," his hand is always ready to lift us up. If we trust him, no storm can sink us. His presence brings peace, his word gives strength, and his power is greater than every wave. Truly, Jesus is the Son of God, and with him, we can walk through any storm. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful Bible stories.